Okay, we are back again with our Echoes Community Art Center yoga classes, Kundalini yoga classes. As we started last week with the working through the chakra system, we'll continue with that, working with the second chakra this week, and we'll discuss that a little further, but as usual, we'll tune in. Before I forget, my name is Satmandra Khalsa, and we've been with the Echoes Community Center for quite some time. So let's tune in with the Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Bring your palms together, eyes closed, spine straight. Inhaling. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Okay, as we discussed last week, there are 7 chakras that this Kundalini system works with. And I think it's important to recognize that each chakra is very important. Some people kind of feel like the upper chakras are where it's at, but realistically, you have to have balance within each chakra and also along the line of the chakra. So the 7 chakras need to be balanced one to another as well as within each one in order to have that happy, healthy, holy yoga experience, the lifestyle that we're looking for with Kundalini yoga. As you probably realize through the Me Too movement, many people that seem to have their lives really together in terms of finances and power and other aspects really mess up with the second chakra. There's been some people whose lives have completely been devastated by their inability to manage to have a copacetic, compatible, flowing relationship with their second chakra. The second chakra is about sexuality, and it's located at the sex organs, but it's also about emotionality. It's also about our relationship to our emotions. The first chakra that we talked about last week is solid earth. The second chakra is fluid water. So it's a more flowing type of energy that's associated with the second chakra. Still very powerful. The idea is to balance both our emotions and our sexuality so that we're comfortable with our emotions and we're comfortable with our sexuality so that they work for us. We're not lusting after people, nor are we repressed. We are not yelling at everybody, nor are we holding our emotions inside. It's important to realize that emotions are really valuable. Some people that focus more on the upper chakras get this idea that you can be above it all. Actually, that's not a really good approach to life. It's not going to facilitate happiness. You have to be engaged with your emotions and your sexuality in a healthy way so that your emotions give you valuable information, but you don't necessarily overreact. You allow the information to come through your emotions. If you're angry at somebody, you have to assume that there's probably a reason. The key is, don't overreact. Don't punch them in the face and end up in jail just because they did something wrong, or don't end up in a road rage situation that puts everybody's life at risk. Same thing with sexuality. Having an active, intimate, close sexual relationship can be very valuable, can be very important to happiness, but at the same time it can create real problems if you're repressed or if you're overactive, as the Me Too movement has shown time and time again. People whose second chakra sexual proclivities are out of control create real problems for them. So the idea is to have that relationship with the second chakra, a flowing relationship where we're connected, flowing, that it brings us into a state of happiness as opposed to always chasing after something or always running away from something. So we want to have that compatibility thing. So career we're going to do today is called Refining Your Sexuality and Spirituality. Because when your sexuality and your relationship to your emotions is really going well, your life can become very creative and very flowing in a creative way. So this, as with many of our careers, this is some of these postures are do the best you can kind of postures. The first one is one of those. You're going to bring your hands to your sides. If you can, you'll be in full lotus. If full lotus doesn't work, easy pose is fine. And you're going to take your fist, jam them into the ground, and lift yourself up as best you can. And you're going to do that for 2.5 minutes. And again, if that doesn't work for 2.5 minutes, take a few breaks here and there, but do the best you can. This will help you release some tension in the shoulders. And when you're finished with your 2.5 minutes, we'll be here to do the next one. Okay, next posture, this time with a powerful breath. You're going to bring your hands are up, sort of like, kind of like antenna. And with a powerful breath, you're going to exhale. You're almost like you're going to clap, except you're not going to clap. You're going to bring them down, so you sweep them up as you inhale, exhale, almost clapping at the heart center. So it's a very powerful movement, and continue that for 2.5 minutes, and when you're done, we'll go into the next one. Okay, so next posture, just 30 seconds. You're going to do the very first posture that we did. Lift yourself up off your buttocks, lifting as much of your weight as you can onto those fists, but only for 30 seconds. And now we're back. Let's relax for a little bit, let those shoulders relax. And you're going to bring your last 2 fingers into and lock them down with your thumb so that your middle finger and your index finger are pointed out. And again, with a very rapid, powerful breathing up, down. Very powerfully, and continue that for 1.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes. Powerful breath, powerful movement. And now we're back. Bring your hands into fists and really rapidly rotate them around each other, right in front of your heart. No particular breath with this, just really, really fast move. And do that for 1 minute. And now we're back. So this next posture, you're gonna grab your elbows behind your head, okay? So this is gonna end up sort of pulling your spine up straight. Grab your elbows, and then with a fairly rapid movement, and make this rhythmic. You want to try to keep this very rhythmic. You're going to go down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. We're going to continue that for 5.5 minutes. Again, doing the best you can. If you need a break, that's fine. For 5.5 minutes, you're basically bowing and coming back up. And now we're back. This one gets a little easier. You're going to bring your palms together, straight up overhead, and pretty much to the same fairly rapid movement that you just used for the bowing. You're going to, excuse me, before we do that, I want to rest for 5 minutes. So relax on your back for 5 minutes. Let yourself completely relax. You deserve it. So relax for 5 minutes. Okay, now we're back for the next one. Bring your palms together overhead. And to the same rhythm that we're just bowing, you're going to go from side to side. So it's a fairly rapid movement. It doesn't have a breath with it. You can coordinate with the breath if you want. But you're back and forth fairly rapidly. You're not just swaying. You're really moving fairly rapidly. Not super rapidly, but fairly rapidly. And you can do that for 3.5 minutes. Okay, we're back, and now we're going to do the last posture. And you're going to have your feet straight out. Bring your hands, interlock your hands under your head so that your elbows are flat on the floor, your heels are on the floor, and you're going to jump your hip, jump your pelvis up and down. There's no breath with this. Again, if you want, you can do fast breath, but you're probably going to do this faster than your breath. You can jump and down, jump down, jump down, jump down, and continue with that for 4.5 minutes. Again, as best you can. And when you finish that, you're just going to sleep for 3.5 minutes. You want to press that 3.5 to a little longer if you wish, but 3.5 at least. Okay, hope you had a nice nap. Really nice meditation with this. I really like this meditation. Perfect complement to that difficulty of the pelvic lift, jumping. We're just going to relax your hands in your lap, right hand on top. Your thumbs can be touching or not, doesn't matter. The breathing is very relaxed, meditative breath. It's just a really, really subtle breath. Eyes are closed, and you begin by just picturing yourself as being a radiant yogi, just perfectly still, perfectly relaxed. And then you're going to take your concentration, bring it to the third eye point, bring all of your energy to the third eye point and to yourself. This is a mental meditation. You're going to repeat Wa He Ru, 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 Wa He Ru. So you're doing that to yourself. You do that from between 17 and 31 minutes, depending on what you want to do. Okay, nice meditation, huh? That meditation is for the neutral mind. That is the part of there's an aspect of our brain that helps us to sort out between all the different emotional stimuli that are going on. And there's tons of those going on in our world right now. Emotional stimuli, the second you wake up to when you go to bed, there's all these emotional stimuli that the neutral mind allows you to sort of get through all that stimuli without being overly scared or overly attracted to any particular situation. You want to be able to make good judgments despite all of the emotional stimuli going on in our lives right now. It's very easy to make really poor decisions. There are probably people out there with 600 rolls of toilet paper. So we have to be able to make good decisions and when we have all these different stimuli going on in our lives. So we'll end our usual way with our English song, Welsh song. If a long time sunshine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Bring your palms together and inhale. May the long time sunshine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Oh, may the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on.